thank you so much. Thank you all for being here today, for braving the elements. Really appreciate it. This is a day that is thrilling, that is awe-inspiring, and it's humbling as well. All of these feelings all at once. So as a social psychologist, I've always been fascinated by the importance and power of place. Just as physical settings can generate profound nostalgia, so they can inspire. This room, the common room of the McDougall Center in the Hall of Graduate Studies, is actually a special location for me. I stepped on this campus for the first time as an entering graduate student in psychology in the fall of 1981. Wandered over here to HGS to pick up my ID card, and if I remember correctly, also to buy a membership in the Gypsy, the Graduate Professional Student Center. A decade later, I was back in HGS once again at the request of then Dean Tom Applequist to chair a student-faculty committee mapping out what is now the McDougall Center, this very place. And in January 2003, I was delighted to be full-time here in HGS as the new Dean of the Graduate School of Arts and Sciences. And now I find myself once again at HGS, introduced as Yale's next president. I can never have imagined this day when I first entered this room. It's been a journey of learning and listening. It's been full of surprises and inspiration. I'm so fortunate to have had the incredible experience of being at Yale for the past 31 years. I'm excited to contemplate the next phase of my time at Yale with you, and I hope I can look forward to your continued support, wisdom, advice, and energy. In one of my interviews, a presidential search committee member asked me, "What kind of Yale do you imagine?" I answered with 4 phrases: a more unified Yale, a more innovative Yale, a more accessible Yale, and a more excellent Yale. These are not motherhood and apple pie slogans. As we move forward, planning together the next decade of this 311-year-old institution, I'm eager for us to consider as a community a more unified campus, allowing us to move beyond a confederation of great programs, departments, and schools, and working together in the service of a larger, more interconnected Yale. As an innovator, Yale has been a pioneer for all of higher education. We look back with pride on the Yale reports of 1828, on the fact that Yale awarded the first doctorates in North America, conferred the first PhD granted to an African American and to a woman, and welcomed the first person from China to benefit from an American college education. We established the country's first university-based art gallery and introduced the first graduate program in nursing. These are profound accomplishments, but we cannot rest on the legacy of our past. The question for us now is how to find and motivate the next innovations for the academy in general and for Yale in particular. Accessibility is multidimensional. Educational opportunities must be available to all those who are deserving. At the same time, we must make our educational and scholarly work and the treasures of our collections available to the world. And excellence is perhaps the most demanding of the 4 themes, because we must work to make all features of this place fitting of an outstanding university. We must invest in ways that support excellence and recognize that one of the roads to excellence is through further diversity in our faculty, staff, and students. I'm inspired to succeed a president who embodies excellence in every way. A man of great integrity, wisdom, passion, and vision. We will have many opportunities to celebrate Rick Levin this spring, and especially to express our gratitude, our profound gratitude, for his major accomplishments, both globally and locally. A Yale with an international presence, and one that has created a model partnership with our host city, New Haven. A Yale with architectural gems that have been restored to their original luster, and one that has become a shining example of labor management collaboration. As your president, I will work tirelessly to build on this legacy. And in the months ahead, we'll focus especially on our responsibilities as a great research university with an unequaled commitment to its educational mission. I'll be reaching out to many of you, deans, faculty, staff, students, and alumni, one-on-one and in groups, and we'll ask you to reflect with me on what we can do together to make this university an even better place, to build on George Pearson's poignant image of Yale as at once a tradition, a company of scholars, and a society of friends. I will be listening carefully because I need your help. Deans, how can we work together to create a more interdependent university? Faculty members, how do we promote excellence across all of our schools and disciplines? How can we assure our status as the preeminent institution in the humanities and the arts, while also working to bring the sciences and engineering to the same level? Staff, how do we engage you to make the most of your creative ideas and insights? Students, how do we ensure that you have the best educational experience anywhere? And how have your experiences, both online and throughout the world, changed what you need most from your Yale education? Alumni, what would make you even more proud of Yale? And how might we benefit further from your leadership? I need to express my appreciation to many people here today. Once again to Rick Levin, who's provided me with remarkable opportunities to serve Yale. I'd like to thank Chip Goodyear, the other trustees and faculty members on the Presidential Search Committee, the counselors from the alumni, faculty, staff, and students. I'm counting on you to share your insights, the insights you've gleaned in this process for how Yale can advance and how I might best serve this university. I thank Ed Bass and the Yale Corporation for electing me Yale's 23rd president. Thank you for your confidence in me and for the privilege and honor of serving this amazing place that we all love so much in this new way. And Marta, my wife, thank you for your loving support since we first met as fellow Yale graduate students and senators of the Graduate and Professional Student Senate. Actually, over at the Gypsy. To the faculty, students, staff, alumni, and all of the Yale community, I look forward to years of listening to you, being inspired by you, serving you, collaborating with you to continue to ensure that Yale is a model institution of higher education, higher learning, and scholarship, and an inspiration to the world. This is a wonderful place, but it is the people and the ideas that make it so amazing. It is the people and the ideas and the opportunities that so inspire me. And although I cannot have imagined saying these words in all my years at Yale, I'm honored and humbled to accept the appointment as Yale's next president.